What up, man? It's your boy Big Heff, man. You tapped into Flavor by J.NICHELLE.
I probably do my motherfucking dance to this one. You know that rock and roll guitar shit I be fucking with, you know? Hey, Dre P, nigga, quarter official. She in love with the squad, told that bitch don't get her feelings hurt. Purse first, ass last, bitch, let get these belly first. Niggas wanna count, only air like a mini skirt. Ordered official, we going hard and got the city turned. She in love with the squad, told that bitch don't get her feelings hurt.
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. It's your girl, J.NICHELLE. Y'all are tapped in now for a little dose of flavor. And I have a special guest with me. I'm super excited. I'm almost a little nervous because it's a big deal. It's a huge deal right now to even be able to sit down and do this interview with the mayor of the Midwest, Big Heff in the building, y'all.
Oh, man. I'm happy to be here. What's up? What's up? What's vibing?
Yeah, welcome to the city.
I'm happy to be here. This I think this is my first time being in the city, so I'm excited about it.
Excellent. I was hoping so. That's why I brought you this bottle.
Okay.
Greatness Vodka, Black-owned, Wichita's very own vodka created by Troy Brooks. Shout out to my guy, Troy Brooks. So it's the flavor of the city. And I wanted to go ahead and give that to you for being my guest here.
Well, appreciate it, Troy. Greatness on greatness. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right. So I want to really first quickly have you introduce yourself because you've done so much. You've done a lot. And I struggle with how to introduce you. So I say, the mayor of the Midwest definitely sounds fitting, but yeah. How would you introduce yourself?
Man, just Big Heff, super entrepreneur. And I just like to put on for the Midwest. So I'm doing anything and everything in my power to put on for some artists throughout the Midwest. So Cleveland is my hometown. I was born in Chicago, but also worked with a lot of artists from Detroit, worked with a lot of artists from St. Louis, Minneapolis, Cincinnati. So all around the Midwest, we just try to put on.
But on, period. And that's what he's doing. Y'all are going to find out. So you're here tonight in Wichita for the New Music Tuesday down at Rock Island.
Yes.
Some artists are going to be putting on and performing,
yeah,
showcasing their talent. What are you hoping to see from some of the artists tonight?
Just a lot of creativity, a lot of style. I'm really big on vibes. So as long as the energy is good in the room, I think that the artists are going to support each other. The city is going to come out and support each other in a big way. And, like I said, creativity is my main thing in stage performance.
Yeah, 316 pull up and show out. I'll be there tonight. I want to ask you, how quickly do you feel like you can spot that artist with that potential that you should really invest in or try to work with?
I always believe in the encounter at 3. So my first time is the introduction, the second is the reminder, and the third is oh, they really working.
Yeah.
So, usually I will see an artist if they're really, really working probably 2 or 3 times within a 2 or 3 month range. You know what I'm saying? So if I like talent, either I'll fly to it or I'll fly them to where I'm at and where I'm creating.
Yeah.
And sorry.
You're a businessman side.
I like to either fly to them and see what their vibe is like and what their personality is like, or like to fly them into a creative situation where we might be in the studio, something like that in Atlanta or New York or wherever, and just see what their work ethic's like.
Yeah, all over. I've looked at a few of the interviews you've done. I've followed you and seen some of the things you've done. And on one of the interviews, you said people do not buy the story, or people buy the story. People feed into the story. They buy the story. They fall in love with the story, which that is definitely something that stuck with me because I believe the same thing. So I want to kind of get a little bit into your story a little bit. So take me back, before Def Jam, before Nerve DJs, when you were second generation players and you was an artist yourself. So take me back during that time into kind of transition into where you are today.
Still the same businessman, just hungrier. The same thing. I had a group I wanted to put on for the artist that was in my group, and then it just it transferred into more and more business. So one of they like stuff that I was doing so much. One of the guys from Interscope had reached out to me to promote an artist from Interscope, and that just led to more work. And then we started getting into the Nasty Records and 50 Cent projects and Shady Records. Start working with that whole crew, and then to sort of like a mentorship and kind of like a development thing. And it just grew and grew from there. Like it's the same mind state, mind frame. Like I'm still hungry. Get up every day on my own will. Get to the music, home through music. I still listen to probably take about 50 to 60 calls a day. Probably do about 60 or 70 different emails.
Ooh.
And just really just about making things happen in the right way. So, and for the artists, I just go all out, just trying to develop them. Thing, taking somebody from like a showcase like this into somebody that might be on MTV or BT.
Absolutely. Change lives, life changing things. So I want to ask because, like you said, you're still hungry. The grind is there, the hustle is there, but it is different. It is different now in
Oh
2021.
yeah, sure.
And you are definitely no stranger to actually being a street team, getting out there, passing out flyers,
Right.
printing up, CDs or vinyl. I think that back then, I mean, all of it. But do you think that that has helped or hurt the industry with the change in social media and how differently people are being discovered?
I think you just gotta like what it did is it flooded it a lot more because now people are believing more that they can do the same thing that you can do because the only way they're seeing it is through a digital stage, so they don't know how much work it takes.
Yeah.
I think the transfer. We are in the digital age of the music industry. We are in a streaming industry. We are in a touring industry. So you just have to open up different business models for an artist to make them blossom into what you think they can be. So whether it be touring, merch, of course the music, but they have to do a brand partnership to become a brand themselves.
That is because a lot of artists, I feel like, don't understand that. They feel like they could maybe just rap and maybe they don't get so much the business side of it and how it is a whole brand and how important marketing is to actually become a successful artist. So what do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I think that one, they have to get taught that and just taught like these are the ways these are the revenue streams that you're gonna make your money in. So literally you can be a TikTok artist, you could be a YouTube artist, you could be, all these things. And just say from YouTube, if you have a big enough, a lot of content and subscribers, that could be a $50,000 to $75,000 check a month.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna turn that money down to just say I rap, Like I just want to make no. It has to all come together. So especially with the pandemic, then it slowed down a lot of shows and things like that. So artists were looking for other ways to make money and monetize off of it. So those are some of the ways that they did. And then once you got your subscribers, you got your followers, and all your social media presence, then now you can do brand partnerships with different clothing brands and commercials and stuff like that because we are in a digital age and we are putting out things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you're putting on for Ohio, and I think your name is like next to the word Ohio in the dictionary. Your face is there, like right next to it. So I want to ask you how important that is to put on for your city like that, because you've done so much. You could kind of chunk the deuces and be like, I'm over here in Atlanta and I'm moving and doing my thing. But it seems like you always bring it back to the city. So how important is that for you?
It's very important because I just want to always, I was providing an opportunity and I always want to provide opportunities for the next generation. And, so no matter what city I'm in, if it's like a place that I feel home, I always like to look out for those type of artists. And, Chicago's a big hub for music. Detroit's a super amazing hub for music right now. And I like to think that I was on the forefront of, both of that, you know what I'm saying? So, it's super important for me to do for Ohio because, like a lot of Midwest cities, we're often overlooked. We're often one out of 1,000, people from that city that actually did something.
Yeah.
And, I want to make sure that process gets sped up a lot more. So instead of having like 5 or 10 year gaps between an artist being on a major label or getting national attention, I think that it should happen more often because the most talented artists or the most, I want to say, selling wise artists, no matter if it's Eminem, Nelly, Bone Thugs and Harmonies, people like that, those are the people that sold the most units in the industry.
Yeah. Now, I know that you've worked with a lot of artists, and I know you say Bone Thugs is the greatest group ever.
You watched my documentary.
I watched your document. I watched more than your documentary.
Okay.
But your documentary was awesome.
Okay.
I love the people that were in there talking about how they knew you from childhood. You seem like a very genuine person, and that's one of the things that I was surprised to know about you while watching your documentary, because the industry is so cutthroat, and I've seen so many other documentaries of people that have been in the entertainment industry, and it's kind of dated them a little bit.
I think that like still living in the Midwest helps that a lot.
Okay.
It makes you humble. You know, if you still go to mom's house and still take out the garbage. So,
yeah.
And you know, a lot of things are superficial in the industry. You know, like I'm not naming no markets in specific, but you know, it could get a little jaded, it could get a little crazy. And I just heard a story yesterday of an artist going to Mexico and being in the forest for 3 days so they can be at peace with, you know, not making peace with one of their family members or something like that.
Wow.
So like this extreme. You go to the graveyard with some flowers.
Right.
Thing, you know?
Right.
But I just love the Midwest, bro. You know, like it's easy to get caught up in the LAs and the Miamis because it's so beautiful and stuff like that. But this is the grind of it all. This is where a lot of artists came to make a lot of their money to do anything that they wanted to do. So I want to nurture that.
I love that. Now, when you're not working, I didn't see much of this. When you're not working, when you're not grinding, when you're not out here just, you know, promoting and pushing tours and all that other great stuff that you do, what is a typical day for you? Not working, just
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, like a day off or a vacation. What would you like to do?
Somebody just hit me in my DM and asked me like, "Yo, you need to go on a vacation."
See?
And
When's the last time you had a vacation?
I went to Cancun. I went to Jamaica earlier this year. Just like a couple days, but it's all. I mean, it's in you. It's not. You know what I'm saying? This not nothing. No facade you put on. So, but anytime if it's a day off, or if I'm really just chilling, I'm just probably with family, or you know, I go to sports games and stuff like that. But that's it.
I love sports. Did you catch any of the games this past Sunday and Monday?
Yeah, my team lost. So
who was your team? The Ravens?
The Browns.
Okay.
My team lost.
I'm sorry,
but
you know.
KC, but it's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say you. Come on now, we KC fans. Come on.
We're gonna come back though. Yeah.
And you know they've been doing so good. It's like even if you wasn't a KC fan, they almost won you back over because they just did so good these past 2 seasons. You look like you shaking, talking, thinking.
It's okay.
All right, now you've worked with some really amazing artists. One of my favorite artists that I've seen you've done work with is Megan Thee Stallion. I love Megan, but women all over are just like turning up in the industry like never before. So, what are your feelings about that change in the music industry?
I'm happy to be a great supporter of it. I work with Megan, I work with Dream Dog. I'm a new artist, my name is Top 3. And, you know, very big supporter of Cardi. She's part of the team.
Love Cardi.
And I just think it's awesome. I think that they're speaking from a different perspective of the industry. And people are loving it. They're giving their freedom.
Yes, ladies. Yes. So what you've been around these ladies, you've been behind the scenes, so I'm sure that you witnessed stuff or gotten to know them better than what they put out in the public, what is for the image. So just tell me, I'm a fan. What's one thing that people might be shocked to know about Megan Thee Stallion?
A lot of people didn't know that she was in school, so a lot of times when we're on the road, she would be running late, but she would be studying and turning in exams and things like that. And I just thought that was excellent that she kept that mind frame of finishing the promise that she made to her mom. So that was awesome. The Dream Dog. All of them, they have such a great personality and a great work ethic that you want to see them win because it's like, oh man, they're dope. They're good people. Or seeing how they interact with their family and they take care of their family and showing them a whole different lifestyle as well. So I think that's a big part of it.
I love that. I love you, Megan. And I love you too, Big Heff. Thank you for this opportunity. It's amazing. I can't tell you what it means for somebody like you to be able to sit down with you, someone who is in the industry that knows about marketing, that knows about promoting, that knows about that hunger and that grind and that drive. Just kind of over the past like 2 weeks that I've been doing deep research on you, I just love that I get the opportunity to say this right now. It's really inspiring to me to know somebody from the Midwest, kind of got it out the mud and the old-fashioned way, and still in the game, killing it right now. And I appreciate you just sitting down with me. This is an opportunity I'll never forget. Thank you.
No, I appreciate the opportunity just to talk and just to tell my story. And it's good to see that your work is appreciated, especially with the artists that you work with. So from T Grizzly and Megan and YK Osiris and everybody else after that, it's all kind of fell in line. So I just believe in the Midwest, so I'm glad to have you on my probably send you some more interviews that you can do with some of our Def Jam and other artists, and we can make some other stuff happen.
Oh, I would love that. Well, I don't know if y'all can hear, but the thunder is rumbling. And we got to get down to Rock Island so that we can put it on for our City 316 up. If you don't put your music in front of him, if you're not out at Rock Island tonight, you're sleeping, okay? All right, y'all. Until next time, it's your girl, J.NICHELLE. Thank you again, Big Heff, for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
Flavor.
Better watch when you poppin' a Brody. I mix fentanyl, coke and meth, this shit ain't popular, homie. You killing your oxygen slowly, hey, cutting in vase too. Stay going against the grain, my nigga, fuck doing they say do.
Since day one I've been solid, hustling harder for my kids. Lead by example so they don't be doing what I did. Young niggas doing fly shit, expensive houses and a fly bitch. Mapping plans trying to execute them, young visionary, I'ma die rich. Since day one I've been solid, hustling harder for my kids. Lead by example so they don't be doing what I did. Young niggas doing fly shit, expensive houses and a fly bitch. Mapping plans trying to execute them, young visionary, I'ma die rich.